Good day to everyone. Well, as I promised, I will teach you how to use the bioenergy massager for self-massage so that you can improve your own health, not just benefit your clients. Because it's a bit of a shame if the cobbler has no shoes, or if some of you have bought it for home use, delight your loved ones, but can't help yourselves. And I think I'll start with the most important thing. That's the massage of the legs. Not the feet, but the legs themselves. Because the legs are the most important part of our body. Take some energy cream. Massage cream. Gently rub it between your palms, moving your hands together to warm it up, just for a moment. And then apply it. Start with the thigh. Look, we're activating the lymph nodes. Switch on the pulse massage. You can see the waves drawn here, and set it up. Well, I'll set it to about 35. That's comfortable for me because I already know my level. You should start at 20. And then, through trial and error, find your own setting. Place one handle, then the other, and encourage the process. We start with the thigh because our lymph node is in the groin, and we first clear everything here so that the lymph can then flow freely to the inguinal lymph node. There are actually 6 meridians on the leg, 3 masculine, 3 feminine, yin and yang. Stand for about a minute, open up the points, and then move on. Try not to touch each other with your hands, otherwise you'll get a shock. We go down without applying pressure, and on the way up we stretch. It's a good idea to drink some water before and after the massage. If you start to salivate, that means everything is going well and you've activated your lymph flow. Pulsed massage improves blood circulation, stimulates the lymphatic system, and reduces swelling. By the way, it also boosts your metabolism, so fat cells will start to break down. What do we mean by fat cells? It's water. A fat cell is supplied with tiny capillaries and lymphatic vessels. Blood brings nourishment, while the lymphatic system carries away all the bad stuff. When a fat cell expands and grows to an enormous size, its blood supply and lymphatic drainage worsen, and the fatty tissue turns from an energy reserve for a rainy day into a sort of rubbish tip, a waste storage. Toxins and waste products accumulate there. Watch carefully. I'm not just working on the surface, on the front, but my fingers also reach around to the back. So you're working through everything. You can also do a tapping massage. For those with cellulite, this is really effective. This massage is also good for those with varicose veins, because the blood affected by varicose veins will flow upwards. For those who sit a lot, whose pelvis is tense, those who stand for long periods and put strain on their legs, or those who sleep poorly, this massage is recommended in the evening. Now look, I'm wrapping my hands around the kneecap and, once again, holding here. Hold for a minute. If you want to increase the time, do so. If you want to reduce it, then reduce it. Pay attention to your sensations and what you feel like doing. Learn to listen to your body. Now, one of my hands goes under the knee. Here, by the way, you might feel more strength or intensity, so reduce the pressure if it feels uncomfortable. And with the other hand, let's do it this way. It'll be easier to see, right? With the other hand, I'm massaging the area around my kneecap. Here, I have combined my knowledge of foot massage, a little bit of what I've learned about BEM and its possibilities, a touch from Chinese medicine as well, although I haven't studied it thoroughly yet. I'm currently in the process of doing that. Here we have the muscle attachments. Try to find them and really stretch and work them out. This comes from classical massage. But when this kind of current is also applied, it feels very pleasant. You can really need it. You'll feel here how the muscle separates. Here's the muscle. We're separating the attachment point itself. The muscle starts to spasm precisely at the attachment point, and on this side as well. A spasm is a shortening of a muscle. The muscle shortens. Pumpkin. Let's move on to the shin. I'll do it like this. We go down, then up. Again, it's easy going down. Press up, press down, press down. I've lost my train of thought. Ha ha ha. Well, never mind. Again, here we find the muscle attachment points. I wanted to say that our muscles are so strong that by shortening, they can even move bones, changing their own attachment points. And again, here we search. Right here, we go along the bone, find where this muscle separates. And here as well. Grab a bundle of muscle like this, find the Achilles tendon. Work it through thoroughly. You can pull your toes towards you, which stretches the tendon and allows for better work on it. The other hand should be resting somewhere on your leg. We need that contact. By no means should you lift your other hand or let it go anywhere. You'll get a shock. Here, where the caviar ends, stand a little longer. There's a point here that's responsible for the health of your legs. I honestly can't remember what it's called. Of course, I could have written all this down and told you, but whether I know the name of the point or not, it really won't affect the quality of the massage. So, carefully work around the bone here. Just good. And the front surface of the foot as well. There are little membranes here. Uric acid salts very often accumulate in our joint capsules. And that's where all sorts of arthritis and even gout come from. And if we talk about the foot, when we have excess weight or some posture problems, firstly, the arch of the foot thickens, it drops down, and flat feet develop, because the surface area of the foot wants to increase to support the weight, or, on the other hand, some kind of distortion occurs. If you lean forward, backward, or to the side, the foot compensates and starts to develop a valgus deformity or a heel spur. That's why we need to work on our feet. The Chinese consider the foot to be the second heart. Look, grab your heel. You need to do it in a way that's comfortable for you. Maybe you need to move a little closer, or, on the contrary, a bit further away. There we go, a bit further away from us. Hold your heel, I want to increase it. I'll set it to 40. It even turned out to be 41, but that's not important. I'll just hold the heel for a moment. In fact, the sole of the foot contains projections of all the organs. And by massaging the foot, we're already affecting all the organs. Blood flow improves not only in the foot itself, but a signal is also sent to the brain to pay attention to all those organs that are represented on the foot. There are similar projections on the ears and on the hands as well. I'll attach a picture for you. We worked really thoroughly on the heel. For those who have a heel spur, focus right on that spot. I know it's painful, but nevertheless, you need to try. And then we work through on the foot, that's the heel, the metatarsus, the instep, and the toes. So, first we work on the deepest part of the foot. You can use your knuckle or your finger directly. This outer inner side of the foot represents the spine. If you have problems with your spine, really need and work on it thoroughly. If you have issues with the reproductive organs, both men and women, this inner side of the heel corresponds to the reproductive organs. And we continue. You can go along the central line and then spread out like a fan. And work through this area as well. Try not to let your fingers touch each other. If that's difficult, then use just one hand. Now move on to the toes. Work on each toe from the base if necessary, reduce the pressure. And to the rolling. Really, every single one. Don't be lazy, don't rush. You're watching a series, aren't you? Put a series on, watch it and work on your feet at the same time. If you don't watch series, well, put on an audiobook or whatever else you do. Watch, listen, must TV, I don't know. When I stopped watching television, I stopped knitting, because I used to only knit when I was watching some films. Well, sometimes now I feel like watching something, but I've put my hooks and yarn away somewhere far, so it doesn't work out. Don't forget the webbing. Webbing. Now watch. Take it between your fingers, thread your fingers through and pull towards yourself. Give it a really good stretch, and then the other way, inwards. Sit however is comfortable for you. I'm sitting here all twisted up so you can see, but really, you should be comfortable. Then rock to one side, then the other. And look, again, we're moving everything from below upwards towards the groin. It's not as visible here, like this. But trust me, I go all the way to the end of the thigh. Again we go down gently, and here we press really tightly and leave. There we go. Well, I hope my video will be useful.